Okay, so this is a demo for the spinner on Sumo Paint Assignment. So first off, you can just look up Sumo Paint on the Google, all right, and this should come up. Mine's purple just because I've already been to the website. So you can just click down here. You don't need to click the top part. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like when you open Sumo Paint. You're going to have these options here, and you are actually going to scroll down and find the spinner. Okay, so it just looks like this. Alright, you click that and you get this white circle. This is the spinner. So to make it spin, you have to go down here. And if you look really closely, it should be spinning. I'll show you real quick. Okay. So that's how you get to spin. I'm going to turn it off real quick. And if the spinning part makes you kind of dizzy and you just don't really enjoy it too much, you can actually go over here too. And there should be a little thing under the drawing assist area. It says symmetry. So what this does is it gives you these it slices the work up. So what each of these areas represent are, well, they just mirror each other. So if I make a mark in this one, it'll do the same exact thing in all of the other ones. Okay? And it says points down here because you can bring up the points to up to 18 points. So now if I do it in this, it copies it in that. Okay? Alright. So those are your options for that. And if you mess up and you don't like what you did, you just go up here and click this back arrow and it'll go away. So another thing you want to know is that this project works best with like a classic brush. You can also just press B to get it. And then you're going to have all of these settings still. So here's color swatches. That's just like some colors you can choose from. If you want to get really specific with your colors, you can go in a color picker. You can change the hue here. You can use this to change the tone. Alright. This is your brush settings. So the diameter means just how big is the brush. You kind of want you can use whatever you want for that. This stuff you don't need to worry about too much. The opacity is how dark the color is. So that's with full opacity. You go on here, bring down the opacity. Looks like that. Okay. So also there's these brush tips. There's a few on here. Then there's a few other ones. Basically, I think there's definitely about 100 brushes you can choose from. Some of them are pretty interesting. So I'd like to see you guys kind of mess around with those a bit. And then we also have this thing that says advanced brush tip. So these ones are pretty interesting. They have leaves, they have whatever this is. I like to think it's a jellyfish, but also that doesn't look like a jellyfish really. And then they have this one, which is, I think it looks kind of like sparks, but also looks like, splattered paint. So I definitely am looking for you guys to try out some of the brushes, mess around with brush settings, and then also I would say maybe try out the symmetry feature, because that's when you get the coolest looking stuff. And it makes it a lot easier to do the assignment, honestly, and still get something that looks really cool. Spinner is, well, I don't really like using the spinner to be honest, which is interesting because I made this assignment, but it's whatever. So yeah, that's how you're gonna do that. When you're all done, you can just go up here to save to device, so it's gonna save to your computer. I would name it something. I mean, you can say spin art, just so you can find it. You can change the format to a JPEG as well, and it should save to your computer. And then after that, you just go on to Schoology and submit that. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Good luck. All right, bye.